The Drama of the Week is a download from the BBC.
The Morpeth Carol by Timothy X Atack.
So the deal was, every Christmas I'd get one present. Just the one. Quality would vary from year to year, to say the least. One time it was 2 brand new bikes. 2 of them, despite a noticeable lack of siblings, or many friends for that matter. Another year it was a set of heavy cutlery. My dad was acting all high and mighty, as if I should be grateful, saying it was about time I owned me own knives. So I improvised and played with them like they were toy soldiers. Opposing armies, knives against forks.
You will die at the hands of the forks. You will die a slow death.
Mind you, buggered if I can remember what the spoons were up to. Last time around, it was a junior dancette record player. This one looked like it might have been new around the time of the Beatles. But even at that age, I'd worked it out, figuring my dad had nicked it from some poor sod. Climbed in through the kitchen window, seen the dancette and thought, I'll have that. And with it, he took Your 100 Best Tunes and Bad Bad Boy by Paul Jones and Stranger on the Shore and In the Bleak Midwinter.
Oh no.
Hey, little man. How old are we now?
Almost 10.
I'll be 10 in February, right?
I guess so.
Who's winning?
Well, knives are winning right now, but forks have got a plan. They're going to blow up the mountain, and all the lava's going to roll down, and knives are going to get trapped in a rock.
This is when you go, isn't it?
Yeah.
You head outside, don't you? As I recall.
I'm just going to go walking in that.
10 o'clock at night, I'll go wandering. And winters being what they were, tonight is the first time I'll ever see snow. Like a little dance, this bit, every time.
Right, shut up, because I need to close this just the right way. Creaks otherwise.
This is what it's come to. Me knowing every sound the house makes just for a quiet life.
Well, yeah, because if Mum clocks me, then it's all...
Harry, be a love, and I reckon get me some box of mini Bakewells and a 6-pack of Fosters. Get something you want as well. Get whatever you want out of that.
Then you have to go down to shop.
And I'd be getting that look from the woman behind the counter. The poor lamb. The poor little lad. Bugger off, madam. That's what I'd think.
Bugger off, madam. Here we are. Hilbury Court.
A sort of square where the windows of 3 high-rise buildings face each other. Lots of folks on the court didn't close the curtains, or didn't have curtains, I don't know. And I sat on a bench, dead centre. Watched other people watching TV. Hey, fella. What do you reckon to this snow?
It's all right. It's loud. And then it's quiet. It sounds like being inside a box. Hang on. Hey! What's that?
What I saw was 2 long grooves cut into the white. They went right across the square, equal distance apart. Whatever it was started 5 steps away from me and ran off as far as I could see, all the way into the dark precinct between high-rises, like a big scratch in the ground.
Someone's been driving a car.
But it was too wide to be a car. And why did it start in the middle, coming from nothing? I took a closer look.
Bloody hell.
Whatever it was had scraped the concrete beneath the snow, taken off 2 strips of granite, a grey dust either side, mixing with the melting sludge.
Fast.
Yeah. Hot and fast, most likely.
Someone's been driving a car really hard.
But even then, still not convinced it was a car. Decided to investigate.
Bloody hell! Bloody hell! It's from the end of the tracks, isn't it? I can see someone.
As I headed into the precinct, what at first I thought was litter all around was actually wrapping paper. Charred, torn, every sort of colour, flapping around in the breeze.
Presents?
100 presents scattered on the ground. Toys popped from wrapping like peas from a pod. Dolls and tanks and bright plastic goodies of whatever type took your fancy, dappled on the snow like they'd fallen from the sky.
Hey, mister! You dropped all your presents!
He was standing in a flurry of snow at the edge of the estate, back to me, shoulders hunched.
That a sled, is it?
It looked ancient. An enormous, dirty sled that might have been made of driftwood. A mucky tarpaulin lashed over the top. Looked like it had been hit by something, skidded across the quad into the precinct and come to rest up against the wall of an electric substation. Grim landing, no doubt.
Sticky.
There was what looked like oil, splattered all over the place.
Oh no. Oh no.
And then I found myself standing over an animal.
Oh, it's a deer.
I mean, I wasn't a stupid kid. I knew a reindeer when I saw one.
Oh, someone's tried to fold it.
I was no expert, but its legs weren't supposed to do that. I knew that much. It was bleeding, twitching on the floor.
Hello.
I stroked its head.
Get out of the way!
And I scarpered. Of course I did. Stopped in a fire exit 20 paces away.
What are you doing?
He was wearing a hood. A massive coat. Raggedy. Black. Torn. Carrying a long rifle. Barrel scraped along ground as he walked.
Hey, mister! You want help?
He crouched down. Took a look at the reindeer. Then he stood up.
Why'd you do that? Hey, why'd you do that? It were alive!
There was nothing to help it.
Here's another. Wow, there's lots of them everywhere. This one's dead already. Hey, mister! This other back here's dead already.
Most of them are dead already from the fall.
Did you crash?
He was giving the sled a big, heavy look. Like he hated it. Like he'd hated it forever.
Did you crash? Hey! Did you crash? Hey, mister! Did you crash? I reckon you crashed. Did you crash?
Yes, I crashed.
And I could see his face now. Very thin, unshaven, patchy stubble, bags beneath the eyes.
Are you going too fast?
It only has one speed.
Where does your voice come from?
My mouth.
No, where's it from? Are you from France?
No,
USA?
no.
Mexico?
Do not ask me any more about where I'm from. It is not possible to explain this to you.
What sort of job you got? Is this your job? Have you stole all this?
No, I have not stole all this.
Police are gonna want to know. One time they killed a bloke round here. They caught him and put him upside down and he stopped breathing. They're gonna want to know about that gun you've got. Guns are a load of bother round here.
At this, he gave a nod and began to reload his rifle.
I have to leave. Normally there will be 5 possibilities for this. Without the animals, I have only 2. What place am I in?
Gaveston Park.
But what country?
Well, the country of England.
North? South what?
North. You're dead interesting, you are. Do you want a mini bait well?
Granted, it were a bit squashed, what with having sat in my pocket for 3 days. But he had it down in a way as made me wonder whether he'd been on the bottle. Poor sod was ravenous.
I need to set fire to all of this.
Oh, the presents.
I need to burn it all. I have no choice. I'm in the north of England.
Oh, you can't do that.
You should leave now.
I can help you.
I do not need help making a fire.
No, I can help you with the presents. You know, sort them out.
Leave now, or I will shoot you in the face.
I'm only 9.
Then leave, or you will never be 10.
Most kids probably get an inkling about Father Christmas fairly early. What do you reckon, 7, 8, before the story doesn't ring true? There were never any pretence in my family. Dad got the presents in. It were common knowledge. We had one of them gas fires with a grill on the front anyhow. Santa Claus had never got down that. Poor bugger would have come out sliced like cheese.
Dad, where did my records come from?
Why does it matter?
Harry, switch it off, will you? Oh. Drives me round the bend. He's only got the 4 records. Over and over.
Well, where are they from?
Doesn't matter.
Odd feeling. The first time you realise your dad's up to no good. Little switch inside you that could get flicked either way. Up or down. Good or bad.
Jimmy's got a garage in Thorn Street where he keeps the cars he's nicked.
Is that a fact?
You've been talking to Jimmy?
I was at school with Jimmy's dad as it happens.
I don't reckon he ought to be. That's
Jimmy's dad had Jimmy when he was about 12 years old, got himself in papers.
What I'm saying
got
is
a bucket
he ought
load
to be
for his
talking
story,
to Jimmy.
spazzed it all in a car.
When were you talking to Jimmy?
Drove
I
it into a
didn't.
lamppost, case her arse, the bleeding rat.
When were you talking to Jimmy?
I weren't.
Chip off the old block, I reckon.
What, him? Or Jimmy? Harry or Jimmy? Don't you say Harry's like Jimmy, because this is my boy we're talking about, you fat slice of sh**.
And here I was, in that Thorn Street lockup, with a strange man and someone else's car.
Begin. Start.
Wondering if I'd been turned to bad.
It is cold.
Beforehand it had been so clear-cut. There were those that grafted and those that didn't. Those that lied and those that couldn't, or wouldn't, or needn't. So imagine my surprise, on all counts, when it turns out Father Christmas can hotwire a Peugeot.
Ha! Ha! Has begun. Now, you go.
No, because I helped you get this car, didn't I? So I can help them with the presents and that.
It's not appropriate.
You owe me for the car.
It is not yours.
Well, it's not Jimmy's neither.
If I take the vehicle, will this Jimmy pursue me?
Well, dunno. Not for a while, because he's in a juvenile detention centre or something.
Step out of the way.
Oh, where you gonna go, Santa?
Oh, hey, you should not call me
No,
that.
because where you gonna go? You're gonna drive round Gaveston with all your presents? This time of night, you're not gonna last a second. Because you've got to get from Walsingham Drive to Conduit, and that ain't gonna happen unless you go past the Stanley place. And Jerry Stanley will be sitting in his front window, waiting for some pranit like you to do that. And then he'll have you.
What route do you suggest?
You ought to do Hexley Place, then on to Littleton Road. But I reckon as you should be using the one-way street, and you should go down the wrong way, because that's the only way out, I reckon. Oh, stinks of petrol in here now.
Get into the car.
much left here. You haven't really got a beard, though, have you? You haven't been shaving or nothing, but it's not like a big white beard. If anyone asked, I guess I'd have to say that you don't actually have a beard.
The gravity of the situation does not require you to talk.
I hope you get them presents in the car. I can say what I like. Oh, don't go down here. Keep driving. There weren't many presents left, were there?
The gifts for children of this region with names beginning A through to H and M through to S were destroyed in the fall. The speed was unfortunately fatal to them.
Bloody hell! So Marie Johnson ain't gonna get anything.
Yes.
Tell you what, she's gonna have a proper whap. Oh, down this one.
What is your name?
Harry.
You did not ask if you were not going to get a present.
I already had my present this year. So why are we going to Bexley Drive?
There are only 3 gifts which it is essential to deliver.
Why is that?
They are important.
Yeah, but how come?
I do not know.
Why don't you know?
It is not my job. I just do this job. It is my existence. My workings are bound up with its requirements. Without it, I am functionless. I have no meaning.
Okay then, fair dues. How old are you? Wait, I'm gonna guess. No, 30. 50? 1 billion?
I am older than you can possibly contemplate.
Speak English! How old are you?
I am old enough to remember a time when mankind was just meat like anything else. I was born of a furnace, fashioned from the lungs of a mountain. My only crime was once, just once, to steal the horizon. And seeing as you are so interested, my prison, for all but this one time each year, is in the space between the night sky and the daylight sky.
Whoa. You're dead interesting, you are.
Oh. Aye, well, where's the vehicle stopped?
Oh, bugger. Run out of petrol in it.
Ah! Ah! Why did not you tell me about the petroleum reservoir?
Watch it.
Ah, this car has alarms.
Nice the horn.
That is not a horn.
Yeah, I would.
That is not a horn. A horn should rend the air. Pathetic. Oh, this is vexatious. I am losing time.
Oh, it's only petrol. Petrol is easy. Hey up, Yvonne.
Hey up, Harry, love. You're out late, petrol.
Yeah.
Child,
What?
we need currency to purchase petroleum.
Oh, it's alright. Every time I come here, Mum gives me some. I got it all here. Don't know how far it'll get us. How far we gotta go?
I need to reach Morpeth.
Where the hell is that?
It is in Northumbria.
Northumbria? Is that like a land of ice?
Hey, speaking of which, 2 of you shift it, would you? The doors.
Oh, sorry.
Bloody freezing.
Come over here.
I do not understand.
Stand over here, mate. Bite crisps.
I need to arrive at Morpeth. Within its boundaries is my gateway.
Yvonne, how much does this cost?
Well, that's a petrol can, love.
Yeah, I know. How much?
Well, what you want with one of them?
I need, at the very least, to get as far as the moors to our north.
Yvonne, how much is it?
£7.49.
If I reach the height of the moors, I can ride the ley line to Roslin, then throw myself across the hills towards Morpeth.
£7.49. Thanks, love.
I'm going to fill this with as much petrol as I can, okay? You stay there.
Why are you looking at me?
You know what, it's none of my business. But having said that, you don't get far around here without being suspicious of everything, pretty much all of the time. Any bright spark can pop their head round that door of a night. Ask me how many times I've been robbed.
As you wish. How many times?
5. 5 at gunpoint. But once you've been through it a couple of times, you know it's coming. I can see a gun a mile away. These days I just sigh and I sort my hair out a bit just in case they happen to blow a hole in me, and then I let it happen. So come on, love.
I'm not sure.
Your hood's up. There's a shotgun under your coat. Clear as day. Look, you might as well have walked in here with your Jiminy Cricket hanging out. If we're going to do it, Petal, let's do it now and get it done sharpish.
Yvonne, Can I buy all this petrol, please?
It's all right, Harry. We've got an arrangement. You just take that and anything else you need.
Really?
Well, your friend has made it just like Christmas round here.
Yeah, he does that. Can we have some sandwiches?
You just take anything. I won't make a fuss. Especially if you're going up onto the moors.
Thanks, Yvonne.
Off you trot. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, and you.
Yes.
You touch a hair on his head, and I will personally slit your gizzard. I will hold your face underneath a train, even if it takes my own arm off. Yeah?
Yes, I understand.
Looking back across the forecourt and seeing her through the window, picking up the phone, that was probably it. The first anyone knew of him and me. Whoever took that call would have been annoyed to bugger him back, I don't doubt. Christmas Eve, some stranger, a little kid about to head onto the moors. Yeah, thanks. Thanks a lot for that. And a Merry Christmas to you, too.
Yeah.
Did you happen to see where they went?
Oh, yeah. Well, back the way they came. Towards Halliwell Place.
And on Halliwell, the police would have found blood in the snow.
Well, I know, but...
Looking brownish under the streetlights, but blood all the same.
That foreign, I reckon. Yeah, but Russian or Portuguese or something. Yeah.
I wonder if they traced things as far back as Hilbury Court.
I don't know. Well, what do you think?
They most likely found the fire where the sled had been. I wonder if they smelled that particular smell.
Alun.
The bodies of the reindeer in the flames. I hated that bit. I didn't help him to do that bit. But at Halliwell Place... Funny thing is, I don't remember exactly what happened. I recall basic stuff, like it were 3 or 4 big-looking blokes.
Oh, no. Look. They're all around the car. No!
I must protect the 3 gifts.
Don't!
There are only 4 of them. They are young men without battle experience. I must protect the gifts.
Don't run! Don't run!
Stand back!
They'll know you care.
Stand back from the wagon! Yeah? Who are you? Keep away from the gifts! Get him! Get him! Oh.
What's happening?
He's got 2 of them. Looks like it proper hurts. One lad's face is bleeding. Spitting blood.
You see, I don't remember that.
He's holding the gun out at the other lad. The lad's pissing himself.
You'll forget that too. Don't let it rattle you.
He's got the end of the gun and he's just hitting a lad with it. Lad's down in the snow.
You'll forget it.
Why does he keep on hitting him?
You'll forget it. You will forget it, I promise.
Crawling away now.
A few hours from now, you won't remember a bit of it.
Harry! Harry, come on!
The air is full of these signals. The old lines mapped against the stars, laid down by the very first gods. Lost. Lost in a blizzard of lights you cannot see, sounds you cannot hear. The sky has become a toy. The sky is a game. How am I supposed to navigate such a sky? Where do I go now? Harry.
Left. Then first right.
You know the ground well, but then you are a ground child. Do you want to know how I live? Oh, you do not care. Children now do not care. I live clasped in a shell, like an oyster. A white and jelly thing with no face. And come every winter solstice, I am shucked and thrown into the sky. Every year, a crueler sky, and a clock fold back upon myself, which makes this work possible, is lanced by your satellites, and perverted by your splashing of the atmosphere. With every sweep of your radar, like
Shut up! Shut up, you whinger! You bloody morning minnie! At least you've got a bloody job. Put a sock in it! At least you bloody well got something to do. Round here that counts for something. Going on and on, oh listen to you. My dad says you can't even get a job as a speed bump round here. This is it. Number 20. What are you gonna do? Climb up roof and get down that chimney?
Why would I do that? It is a very foolish idea.
Yeah, I guess it would be quite... Whoa! What's them? Skeleton keys?
They allow me ingress. And occasionally, egress. This is to force open a window, but I do not use it often.
Cool.
I also have toxic compounds with which to loosen seals. Yeah, smell.
Oh. Oh.
I have encountered once or twice the need to remove entire walls, and it must be done quietly, without waking the inhabitants.
I get you. Can I come?
No.
Can I?
No.
Oh, go on, let us come.
No.
I want to come and see you take a wall off that house.
I'm not going to take a wall off that house.
Yeah, well, can I come anyway?
No.
Can I?
No.
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 Hey, you owe me. Let me come.
No. No. This is a law. Only 2 feet over the threshold. It cannot be rescinded. Just 2 feet.
Yeah, well...
I have 2 feet, you have 2 feet. There cannot be more than 2 feet.
Well, we could hop.
Well, that is almost as foolish as your concept of the chimney.
Why can't I come in?
The violation will cause me to burst into flames with immediate effect.
Blimey.
Yes. I would burn in terrible pain.
Suppose I best stick here then.
Thank you, Harry.
And so it came to pass, at 20 Bexley Drive, and further along the Valley 17 Jedburgh Road, that I sat quietly, imagining the ways in which Father Christmas might be jimmying his way into someone's gaff. The presents he'd taken inside didn't look swish exactly. One was a tiny box, in snowman wrapping. Why were these presents important? Why were these kids important? What do you reckon he's doing now?
Sneaking up the stairs. He's inside the room, moving dead quiet. Special powers tell him which floorboard makes a noise. Special power means he sees in the dark. Leaving the present at the bottom of the bed right now. Leans over the sleeping kid, gives him a kiss on the forehead.
You know he's not doing that.
Oh, yeah, but...
You know there's no way in hell he's doing that.
Yeah, I know.
It is accomplished.
You don't seem very happy about it, do you?
I do not understand.
You're not exactly jolly about it.
I do not understand what you mean.
Say ho ho ho.
Why?
Now go on, say it. Ho ho ho.
No. Now, please, tell me the way to Bedderston.
You what? Pedderston.
Bedderston.
Pedderston.
Pedderston.
Oh, Peterston. You're funny. You said it wrong, like
Be quiet immediately. Tell me how to get to Bedderston.
Hey, wait a minute. Where in Peterston?
Bedderston Villa.
Oh, big house.
Yes, the big house.
That's where the last present's going.
What is the matter? Why are you looking like that?
But I continued to look like that. Quiet as the grave, all the way from Jedburgh Road to Peterston Villa.
This dwelling is larger than the others. The house contains Kevin Westmore.
Kevin Westmoreland, yeah.
You know this boy?
Yeah.
He's a friend?
Nah, he's like, not a friend. 1,000,000 times.
Such an impressive dwelling. Maybe you should ask him to be your friend.
Yeah, well, it don't work like that. He's got loads of mates anyway, and none of them like me.
Oh, they taunt you? The gods used to taunt me when I was unable to fly.
Yeah, well, it's sort of the same deal, except these bastards shoved my head down the toilet.
You should go in.
What?
What?
You should deliver the present.
What?
I will let you in. You take the present. The present has to be delivered.
Yeah, but why do I have to do it? Why is it so important?
It is the rule.
There's no rule saying Harry has to go in some sod's house who beats him up all the time.
Yes, there is. There is a rule. It is my rule to you.
And after what seemed like an age, the right key was found, and the door was opened, slowly, expertly.
The gifts, here.
Where do I...
Under the tree, by the fire.
And heart going like the clappers, there I was. A living room that felt the size of a football pitch. A sofa for each and every member of the family. A Christmas tree that, had it been put in my own house, would have bent over double and burst out the windows. Only the tree lights and the embers in the fire, nothing else lighting my way. Wincing at every squish of the bush carpet. 2 presents, 1 in each hand.
One for Kevin. One for Katie.
His younger sister.
Just put them by the tree.
But then it struck me. What if I didn't?
There's the fire.
Just enough left in the grate, popping and flaming.
Kevin's present.
It'd fit in there. It wasn't that big.
It'd fit.
And it was nothing less than he deserved.
Oh, his face.
You could imagine it. Him walking into the room first thing tomorrow, and his fat little mouth falling off at the edges. Nothing but a charred lump of whatever, dead middle of the grate. Happy bloody Christmas. Happy bloody Christmas from Harry.
Yeah.
But...
who'd know?
But...
Who's that?
As it happens, the light sleeper of the family. She was rubbing her eyes.
Hey, up.
6 years old, I guess.
I mean, hello.
Then I realised what it was. She was scared. My hood was up, so I pulled it back.
Hello.
What? What am I? Some sort of magic elf? Even to a 6-year-old, that's not going to wash.
I'm sort of... I'm Santa. I know I don't look like Santa, but I bloody well am.
Smooth.
You, Katie?
She nodded. And we stood opposite each other in the quiet and in the dip and flutter of coloured lights for 1,000,000 years.
This is for you.
Kept looking at me, though. What next? I stared at the remaining present, with silk bows and silver paper, and that decent weight, meaning something quality, something of worth, and thought about it completely on fire.
This is...
And thought of Kevin, annoyingly happy with whatever the box so happened to contain. And then, God help me, I made up my mind.
Well, this is for Kevin. Tell him Merry Christmas from Santa. You know what? Tell him Santa says... don't be such a dick.
And she nodded. And I left.
Hurry! Hurry, get in!
We're going to the moors now.
Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Open space. We have open space.
There's not much to see, is there?
But a clear line of sight for me. I need an elevated area. Harry, you delivered the gift?
Yeah.
You delivered it? You didn't put it in the fire?
How? No, I didn't put it in the fire.
The work is done. Do you know where there is an elevated plane? From it I can ascend and meet my gateway before it closes.
How come someone like Kevin gets all this nice stuff? Why are some presents important but not others?
Harry, this is not simple. Some of the presents are important because the child has been good. Some are completely meaningless. Some of the presents are important because they will break. Some because they will never break. Why you? Why not you? The universe, Harry. The universe is a terrible place. It is a cruel, cruel thing. A terrible thing. That is a fact, Harry.
Really?
Yes, it is a fact. But do you know what, Harry? Do you know what? It is not an important fact.
Santi, you're driving pretty fast.
I know that. It is not important. It is not very important.
Look out!
Black ice.
Oh, bloody hell, Santa. We almost cacked it.
You should not call me Santa. It means nothing. Are you all right?
I had my seatbelt on, didn't I? We gotta get out.
I'm sorry.
There's blood.
Yes, it is mine.
You didn't have your seatbelt on.
No.
You ought to be dead right now.
We should get out.
Nice one. Oh. Look at that.
Yes.
It's an upside-down car, that is.
Open moor. Nothing for miles in any direction.
Are you going to get to Morpeth now?
I just need an elevated plane.
Hey! Hey! Listen!
There it was. Coming up like a tide from the hill below. Flashes of blue.
What is it?
Police.
Headlights blinding us. Spotlight landing upon us. Armed response unit, no less. Felt like watching a film. So wrapped up in it, I hadn't clocked that he'd grabbed the shotgun.
Santa, no!
I need to reach my gateway, or else the imbalance shall render solstice.
Santa!
I am born on fire!
He was stood there, dead centre of the road, coat flapping in the wind, gun raised to the heavens.
Santa!
For a moment, he just stood there, like the bullets had done note. Then, slowly turned and faced me. Looked at me. And then they shot him again in the back.
Sorry, Harry.
He hit the tarmac face first. I was back against the upturned car. Didn't do anything but watch him. I watched him, dead hard, willing him to get up, but even from where I was, I could see the puddle of dark underneath him.
No!
Didn't kick or shout when the police picked me up, 1 copper at each arm. Sometimes I remember telling them that they'd just shot Santa. Other times I reckon I never opened my mouth, that I deliberately spared them the knowledge. Figured even a policeman might not be able to handle that. So I was packed into the back of a police car. Tinted windows in there, but even so, I could see him, still face down on the tarmac. A huddle of police not 10 paces away, hugging themselves to keep warm. I wanted them to move him. I thought, he'd be going rock hard down there. Why don't you move him? And this is what I wondered. What happens at Christmas now? What happens when children wake up to no presents? Or fewer presents?
I reckon there's still going to be presents.
Stands to reason, doesn't it? They'd just get bought. Someone would fill the gap.
But he's going to get forgotten if he's not around.
How long until he's forgotten?
I reckon it'd take a while.
What's the longest time you think it could take?
Like 5 million years.
Not so bad, is it?
No, because... Wait. Hold up.
What is it?
When he fell down.
What about it?
When he got shot. Just before he fell down.
What?
He winked at me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And the police were turning around to find only the blood on the road. No sign of the body.
There he is.
And sure, tinted windows on the car and that, but I know what I saw. If I pressed my face up to the glass, there he was.
Running.
Not sure I've ever seen a man run so fast. Not sure I'd have believed it possible were it not him.
Right over the moor.
Police scrambling to grab the guns like they never learned, the silly buggers.
He's making a fire.
A line of burning bracken behind him.
A clear line of sight.
All the way north over the moors. That's what he needed. No houses, no people, just the night.
Go on, Santa. You leg it.
He jumped.
Yes.
He seemed to find a handle in the sky. His coat flapping behind him, grabbed at something none of us could see.
Whoa.
And he became a line of light that appeared for a split second and then ate itself up. You blinked, you missed it. That's what I saw, wasn't it?
Too right.
That's how it went down. That's the truth of it.
Too bloody right.
Yeah. And that's how I remember it. It's funny.
What?
People had me tagged as a lonely kid.
Load of crap.
Yeah. Load of crap.
In the Morpeth Carol by Timothy X Atack, Harry was played by Paul Copley, young Harry by Ellis Hollins, and the man by Alun Raglan. Yvonne was Rachel Davis, Mum Philippa Stanton, Dad Paul Stonehouse, and the policemen were David Seddon and Matthew Watson. The director was Mark Beebe.